Listen up, if you want to dominate your career, explode your social circle, and turn strangers into loyal allies. There's one brutal truth you must accept right now. Nobody really cares about you. They care about themselves. Harsh? Yes. Game-changing? Absolutely. And how to win friends and influence people. Dale Carnegie drops timeless bombs that flip the script on human connection forever. Forget manipulation. This is raw, sincere power. Ready to become unforgettable? Hit play and let's unlock the secrets that built empires and lifelong bonds. If this fires you up, smash that like button, subscribe now, and turn on notifications. Your breakthrough starts here. Hey everyone, welcome to Chapter 1 of our epic deep dive series into Dale Carnegie's legendary masterpiece, How to Win Friends and Influence People. If you haven't already, smash that like button on the intro and subscribed with notifications on. Do it right now, because what we're about to unpack is pure fire. This isn't fluffy advice. It's battle-tested psychology that has transformed millions of lives, careers, and relationships. And today, we start with the absolute foundation, the one principle most people ignore until it's too late. The chapter title in the book is If You Want to Gather Honey, Don't Kick Over the Beehive. Boom. Right there, Carnegie drops the mic. You want sweet results from people, sweet connections, sweet opportunities, sweet loyalty. Then stop kicking the damn beehive. Stop criticizing, condemning, and complaining. That's principle number 1. Don't criticize, condemn, or complain. Let me hit you with the brutal reality first. Criticism almost never works the way you think it does. In fact, it backfires spectacularly 99% of the time. Why? Because human beings are emotional creatures driven by pride, vanity, and a deep need to feel justified. When you criticize someone, even if you re 100% right, you instantly put them on the defensive. Their ego kicks in, walls go up, and instead of reflecting or changing, they double down, justify, or attack back. You've just created resentment, not progress. Carnegie kicks off with jaw-dropping real-life examples to prove this point. Take Two-Gun Crowley, one of the most dangerous criminals in 1930s New York. In 1931, after a massive manhunt, police cornered him in an apartment. As bullets flew, Crowley wrote a blood-stained note. Under my coat is a weary heart, but a kind one that would do nobody any harm. This guy had just shot a cop multiple times in cold blood. Yet in his mind, he was the victim defending himself. He never blamed himself. Then there's Al Capone, the infamous Chicago gangster. From his prison cell, he said, "I have spent the best years of my life giving people the lighter pleasures, helping them have a good time. And all I get is abuse, the existence of a hunted man." Even the king of organized crime saw himself as a misunderstood benefactor. And Dutch Schultz, another notorious mobster, same story. These aren't rare cases. Carnegie points out that if hardened criminals refuse to blame themselves, what chance do ordinary people have when you point out their faults? Psychologists back this up hard. B.F. Skinner's research showed that positive reinforcement rewards. Praise changes behavior far more effectively than punishment or criticism. Criticism demoralizes. It wounds pride, it breeds bitterness. As Benjamin Franklin once said, "Love your enemies, for they tell you your faults, but most people don't love their critics, they hate them." Think about your own life. Remember the last time someone criticized you harshly? Did it motivate you to improve, or did it make you angry, defensive, or want to prove them wrong? Exactly. Now flip it. How do you feel when someone genuinely appreciates your efforts instead? Night and day difference. Carnegie shares powerful modern-feeling stories, even though the book is from 1937. The principles are timeless. One comes from a safety coordinator named George B. Johnston. His job was to make sure workers wore hard hats on construction sites. The old way, he'd march up, finger wagging, barking orders like, "Hey, put that hat on. It's the rule. Result, workers complied sullenly while he watched. Then took them off the second he left. Resentment built. Productivity suffered. Then he switched tactics. Next time he saw a group without hats, he asked calmly, "Hey guys, are these hats uncomfortable? Too hot?" "Not fitting right." He explained the hat's purpose, protecting their heads from serious injury. He spoke with respect and concern for them. Boom, compliance skyrocketed. No resentment, no rebellion, just cooperation. That's the magic. Criticism attacks the person. Understanding appeals to their self-interest and dignity. Another killer example: parents who constantly nag or criticize their kids. "Why can't you ever clean your room? You're so lazy." The kid doesn't suddenly become tidy. They become sneaky, rebellious, or withdrawn. But when a parent says, "I appreciate how hard you worked on that project," it shows real effort. The kid lights up and wants to do more. In the workplace, same thing. A boss who yells, "This report is garbage, redo it," creates fear and low morale. But one who says, "I see you put a lot into this. Let us tweak a few areas to make it even stronger," inspires improvement without ego bruises. Carnegie warns, even when criticism seems justified, it rarely changes behavior for the better. Abraham Lincoln learned this the hard way. During the Civil War, he harshly criticized General Meade after the Battle of Gettysburg for not pursuing Lee's army. He wrote a scathing letter, then never sent it. He realized criticism would only make Meade defensive and bitter. Instead, he let time heal and focused on forward momentum. Smart move. The chapter hammers home. Criticism is futile because it puts people on the defensive and makes them strive to justify themselves. It wounds precious pride. It creates resentment that can last a lifetime. And worst of all, it doesn't correct the situation anyway. So what's the alternative? Carnegie tees up the rest of the book. Instead of condemning, try to understand. Figure out why they do what they do. Sympathize. Appeal to nobler motives. But it all starts here, with dropping the criticism habit entirely. Apply this today. Next time you feel the urge to criticize your spouse, coworker, friend, or even a stranger online, pause. Ask yourself, will this help? Will it just kick the beehive? Choose honey over stings. This is just the beginning. The transformation starts when you master this one principle. Imagine your relationships without constant friction. Imagine people actually listening to you, wanting to help you because you make them feel good instead of attacked. If this chapter hit home and you're ready for more life-changing insights, smash that like button right now. If you're committing to ditching criticism, subscribe. And turn on the bell so you never miss a chapter. We're going deep into the next 9, and trust me, it only gets more powerful. Drop a comment. What's one criticism habit you're dropping today? Let's build this community together. See you in Chapter 2. You don't want to miss it. Welcome back, legends. If you crushed Chapter 1 and committed to dropping criticism like a bad habit, you're already ahead of 95% of people out there. Now, hit that like button if you re-logged in for Chapter 2, and if you have unsubscribed yet with the bell on. Do it right now. We're building momentum here, and the next principles are where the real transformation explodes. In Dale Carnegie's How to Win Friends and Influence People, Chapter 2 is titled The Big Secret of Dealing with People, and it's one of the most powerful, underrated truths ever written. The Big Secret. Give honest and sincere appreciation, not fake flattery, not empty compliments, not buttering someone up to get something. Real, genuine, heartfelt recognition of what someone does well, who they are, or the effort they've put in. Carnegie says this is the deepest craving in human nature, stronger than money, sex, or even food in many cases. People hunger for appreciation more than almost anything else. He opens with a story that hits hard. Charles Schwab, one of the most successful steel executives of his time, and the first guy to earn a $1 million salary, back when that was insane money. Schwab ran Andrew Carnegie's companies, and when asked his secret to managing people, he didn't talk strategy, systems, or threats. He said one sentence that changed everything. "I am hearty in my approbation and lavish in my praise." That's it. He praised people publicly and privately for what they did right. He never criticized in public, never tore anyone down. Instead, he made them feel like millionaires just by recognizing their strengths. Result: loyalty, insane productivity, and people who would run through walls for him. Contrast that with the average boss, parent, spouse, or friend today. Most people are quick to point out mistakes. "Why did you forget that deadline?" But slow or never to say, "Hey, that presentation you gave last week, you absolutely crushed it." The way you handled those tough questions was impressive. That one sentence can change someone's entire week, month, even year. Carnegie backs this with brutal proof from history and psychology. He quotes psychologist William James: "The deepest principle in human nature is the craving to be appreciated. Not to be flattered, appreciated." There's a massive difference. Flattery is insincere, and people smell it from a mile away. Appreciation is specific, truthful, and comes from observing real value. Think about kids. A child who hears only criticism grows up insecure or rebellious. But one who gets consistent, honest praise for effort, "I love how you kept trying even when it was hard," builds unbreakable confidence and drive. Same with adults. Employees who feel genuinely valued stay longer, work harder, and refer their talented friends. Carnegie shares a beautiful example from a woman named Mrs. Viola M. Thompson. She was struggling in her marriage. Her husband had become distant, critical, never appreciative. One day, she decided to try Carnegie's principle. Instead of nagging about what he wasn't doing, she started noticing and verbalizing what he did do well. She said things like, "Thank you for taking out the trash. It really helps me out. I appreciate how you fixed that leaky faucet. You're so handy. The way you played with the kids tonight made me smile. You're such a great dad." Small, specific, sincere acknowledgments. Within weeks, the atmosphere changed. Her husband started doing more around the house, not because he was guilted, but because he felt seen and valued. He even began appreciating her back. The marriage went from cold to warm again, all from honest appreciation. Another killer story. A sales manager named Mr. East. His team was underperforming. Instead of chewing them out in meetings, he started a new habit. Every morning, he wrote personal notes or gave quick verbal shout-outs for specific wins from the day before. "John, that call you made yesterday closed a $15,000 deal. Incredible persistence." "Sarah, the way you handled that angry client turned them into a fan. Pure class." Within months, morale skyrocketed, sales jumped, and turnover dropped. People wanted to come to work because they knew their efforts would be noticed and celebrated. Now, let's make this ultra practical for you. How do you start giving honest appreciation today? 1. Look for the good first. Train your brain to scan for strengths, efforts, improvements, not just flaws. Everyone has something praiseworthy if you pay attention. 2. Be specific. Generic, "Good job" is weak. Say, "I really admire how patient you were explaining that concept to the new guy. It made him relax and learn faster." Specificity shows you actually noticed. 3. Do it soon. Praise loses power if delayed. Catch people in the act and acknowledge immediately. 4. Make it public when appropriate. A shout-out in a team meeting or group chat amplifies the effect, but never embarrass someone. 5. Avoid the sandwich method trap. Don't bury praise between two criticisms. Great effort, but you messed up here. And also, pure praise stands alone when it's deserved. Carnegie warns, this only works if it's 100% sincere. People detect phoniness instantly, and it destroys trust faster than criticism ever could. So never fake it. If you can't find something genuine to appreciate, stay silent until you can. One more powerful example to lock this in: Benjamin Franklin. Yes, the founding father. Early in his career, he was arrogant and argumentative. He realized it was hurting his influence. So he deliberately stopped contradicting people and started looking for ways to sincerely agree and praise their ideas. He even complimented opponents on their good points. Result? He became one of the most beloved, persuasive figures in American history. People trusted him because he made them feel important. Bottom line from Chapter 2. The cheapest, fastest, most effective way to influence anyone is to make them feel genuinely appreciated. It costs you nothing but attention and honesty, yet it unlocks loyalty, cooperation, motivation, and love like nothing else. Start tonight. Think of 3 people in your life. Write down or say out loud one specific thing you sincerely appreciate about each of them. Then deliver it, text, call, face-to-face. Watch what happens. This principle alone can rewrite your relationships in weeks. If Chapter 2 fired you up, and you're already thinking of who to appreciate first, smash that LIKE button hard. Drop a comment with one person you're going to praise today. Let's inspire each other. Subscribe if you haven't, and turn on notifications. Chapter 3 is coming in hot, and it's a game changer. He who can do this has the whole world with him. You do not want to miss it. See you there. Keep winning.